Hello, hello, hello. I'm Lost Alien Girl, and I'm here to ask you a question. A real personal question that might be a little uncomfortable for you to answer. You do not have to leave a comment or tell me this answer in real life if you do not wish. Just take a moment to really clear your mind. Close your eyes and focus on your occipital lobe. Let your cerebral cortex process the gruesome visuals of the one thing, or perhaps even the multiple things, that scare you. Now open your eyes and watch these peculiar images play on your screen. I'm going to tell you a story of something that really scares my host and makes her very uncomfortable. When my host was about the age of 12, she was given her first real responsibility. She was given a house key and would return from school to an empty and quiet house. She would take the school bus through the rough trailer park neighborhood where she lives currently. The streets are run wild with viscid cats and their kittens. Mangy dogs run around wondering where their owners are. Where the adolescent girl walked with her whistle and her keys sticking out of her fists, ready to stab someone if needed, she finally made it to her dominion. Finally unlocking the door, she opened it and was hit in the face with something rather dense. As she walked further into the kitchen with her mind racing, she heard what sounded like multiple flies buzzing around. Left and right, up and down, the sound of dozens of floating germs and their larvae were oozing and climbing out of spoiled pears in the refrigerator. The brown, moist fruits were muddy and embodied with the eggs of which the flies had laid. The slurps and the flails of the maggots would make a slight thud on the refrigerator counters. At the time, the girl's mother was making something in the crock pot, and the flies had made their way to that as well. Dozens of tiny pathogen-carrying legs landing on the lid of the pot. The sink, which was filled with a few dirty dishes waiting to be cleaned, were soaking in maggot and fly-infested water. Multiple dead bodies floating around and occasionally hitting one another, causing ripples to appear in the water. The young girl, filled with cortisol and terror, began to cry and dropped her book bag. This was the first time she felt unsafe in her own home. Although we may hate the things that scare us, nor do we wish to think of them, I think it is a good reminder of how we overcame them. If you are frightened by the things you do not understand, you are not alone. I too am left puzzled with the unknown. So you don't need to worry, my friend, for I am just like you.